Yesterday we saw about in the previous class we saw about sorry ma, good afternoon. See, yesterday we saw about the parallel lines and the transversal. Today we'll see some problems on that transversal. See, before going to see this video, first of all you have to see that video and you have to understand that one. See, simply I will say within 1 minute. If two lines are parallel, and a transversal, if a transversal meets two parallel lines, then its corresponding angles are equal. And alternate interior angles are equal, and angles on the same side of the transversal is 180 degrees, and alternate exterior angles are also equal. This is simply about that previous class. Now today you see, if in the first problem in exercise 4.3 first problem, what he told, he has given some statements. He asked you the reasons. What are the reasons? If you understand that previous video, you can write easily this reason. See the first one, L is parallel to M. In the question itself he has given if L is parallel to M. So given. Next, what is the second one? Angle 1 is equals to angle 5. Angle 1 is equals to angle 5. If two lines are parallel, corresponding angles, these two are corresponding, angle 1, angle 5. Corresponding angles, angle 4, angle 8, corresponding. That's why angle 1 is equals to angle 5, corresponding angles. Next, angle 5 plus angle 8. Angle 5, angle 8. Observe only this one. You forgot all these things. This is one line. And observe these two angles. These are linear pair. What is a linear pair? The adjacent angles. If the sum of the two adjacent angles is 180 degrees, that means they are on the same straight line. They forms a straight line. That's why we call it as linear pair. Angle 5 plus angle 8 is equals to 180. That is nothing but adjacent angles, and the sum of the adjacent angles is 180 degrees. Next, angle 1 plus angle 8. Angle 1 is here, angle 8 is here. Can you say that the two angles is 180? Yes, we can say. How? Because angle 4 is equals to angle 8. Angle 4 is equals to angle 8 because these two are corresponding angles. Angle 4, angle 8 are corresponding angles. That's why instead of 4 we can write 8, no? Because angle 4 is equals to angle 8, corresponding angles. That's why instead of 4 we can write 8. Angle 1 plus angle 8 is equals to 180 degrees because it is also a linear pair. It is also a linear pair. Angle 1 and angle 4. Instead of 4 we can write 8 because corresponding angles are equal. That's why these two angles are equal. We can write, instead of 4 we can write 8 also. So angle 1 plus angle 8 is equals to 180 degrees. They forms a linear pair. Angle 1 is supplement to angle 8 because these two angles forms a linear pair. That linear pair is nothing but sum of the two adjacent angles is 180. So angle 1 is supplement to angle 8. Angle 8 is supplement to angle 1. Okay. This is about the first problem. We'll see the second one also. If three lines are parallel in the adjacent figure, if AB is parallel to CD, AB is parallel to CD, AB is parallel to CD, and CD, these are all lines, and CD is parallel to EF, and a transversal he has given, and one transversal line also he has given. Here we have X, and here we have Y, and here he has given, this is Z. This one he has given Z, only this one. Angle Z, and Y is to Z. What is given? What he has given? Y is to Z is equals to 3 is to 7. Y is to Z is equals to 3 is to 7. Find x. We have to find out this one. Find x. See, this he has given. Now see, y is to z. See, observe this one. If two lines are parallel, then all the rules, whatever I said previously, alternate angles, interior alternate angles are equal, corresponding angles are equal, and then some angles on the same side of the transversal is 180. Now see, here if you forget about this one, this first one you forget, you see, if CD is parallel to EF, these two angles, angle C, will name it, this angle and this angle are corresponding angles, no ma? See, angle we will keep here also P, this point P, this point Q, and this point R, and this one G, H. We'll name this one also. So, angle CQG, that means this angle. Angle CQG is equals to angle ERQ, this angle. Angle ERQ. These two are equal. Why? Because corresponding angles. Corresponding angles. These two are corresponding angles. So here, if you come to here we can write y. So angle, see these two angles, angle ERG plus angle GRF is a linear pair. That means angle y plus angle z is equal to 180 degrees because it is a linear pair. Adjacent, sum of the adjacent angles is 180. Linear pair. So angle y, angle z is in the ratio of 3:7. What is the total ratio? Total ratio is 3 plus 7, that is equals to 10. Now angle y is equal to, what is the angle y ratio? 3 by total ratio 10 into sum of the two angles is 180. So 0 gets cancelled. 18 3s 54 degrees. Angle y is 54 degrees. What about angle z? Angle z is equals to, what is its ratio? 7. What is the total ratio? 10. 10 into 180. 0 gets cancelled. 18 7s 126 degrees. See, we should not find out y and z. We have to find out this one. X value we have to find out. How to find the x value? See, if you observe carefully, see, angle x is equals to this angle. This angle. That means CQR. This angle. Why? Because these two are corresponding angles. And angle, here also it comes x. Why? Because see, angle x is equals to angle CQR. Angle CQR. Why? Because corresponding angles. Corresponding angles. See, here, if you observe this one, these two angles, angle x, angle z. Observe only these two, angle x, angle z. These two are alternate interior angles. Angle x is equals to, angle z is equals to 120 degrees. Why? Because alternate interior angles. Alternate interior angles are equal. So according to this, see, first one angle x, here angle x, here also angle x. Why? Because these two are corresponding angles. Next, angle x is equal to angle z. Why? Because these two are alternate interior angles. See only these two parallel lines. Don't, while comparing x and z, you see only these two parallel lines. Then only you can imagine. If you observe this also, you can't imagine that these two are alternate interior angles. Okay, thank you.